what's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Just My Opinion for my She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Season 1, Episode 6 on Disney Plus, titled Episode 1.6. Guys, I'm just playing. It's really called Just Jen. Jen is a bridesmaid in a friend's wedding, a stressful event compounded by uniquely She-Hulk issues. Guys, I want to let you know that this is going to be a spoiler-filled recap. I'm going to spoil this up, down, left, right, in, and out as if you've already seen it. You have been warned. And with this being the 6th episode, guys, of course, we have 9 total. We only have 3 left. And I have come to accept what this show is. It is a very light comedic drama. And my expectations were set. I mean, we got the tease at the end of the last episode that there will be a Daredevil character popping up. I mean, we already know that, but we actually got the teaser when we saw the helmet pop up. But all this time, I've been saying to myself, okay, when is something exciting is going to happen? When is something interesting going to happen? I hope it happens now. And we really haven't seen it, but I'm cool with it because like I just said, I've been able to tailor my expectations. I do want to know where Titania got her powers and abilities from. I also like the fact that we have the Mr. Immortal Man, just these random people popping up with superpowers and abilities and supernatural stuff. And I cannot wait to see how that's going to tie in with the X-Men as well when they finally make it into the MCU. I think the Secret Wars Avengers movie is going to be able to bring them in because I'm just saying to myself, okay, human beings in society right now are very accepting of superheroes. Mr. Immortal is popping up and we have shape-shifting elves and all of that good stuff. But where is the prejudice going to come from when the mutants show up? Like, you like these superpowered beings, but not these? Like, you know, how are they going to determine that? And so those are just kind of some things that I was thinking about watching this episode. But I did like it. At the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, that was kind of lackluster, a bit anticlimactic. But the second time I watched it, I was like, hey, I'm just going to be able to accept this for what it is. And like I said, it is what it is. And like I said, I'm eager to see where we're going to get these cameos popping up because I want to see more of the Wrecking Crew. I want to see who their leader is. I also want Daredevil, of course. We all want that. There's been rumors that there's going to be the Punisher coming back. What is Hulk going to do when he comes back, if he does come back? We saw in this episode that Jennifer did try to call him. And so there's just a lot of stuff that can be explored on these last 3 episodes, and I'm excited for it. But the episode does start off with Jen in her apartment, and she has a box. She has a gift for her with her name on it. And look at her face. Like, what the hell is this? And I think we've all been there before. Like, damn, I don't want to be scared. Stop all this shenanigans and stuff like that. It's not cool. But you guys let me know what you think. But yeah, she gets invited to a wedding. And not only is she invited to a wedding, she is invited to a bridesmaid, or not invited to a bridesmaid. She is invited to be the bridesmaid. And I don't know, what do y'all think about this conversation right here between her and Jenny? Jenny's like, look, why are you going to this? You don't even know this person. Why don't you just say no? And also talking about the dress. Is it rude to turn down a wedding? Well, not turn down a wedding invitation. You just don't show up if you don't want to go, just like anything else. But if somebody asks you to be a bridesmaid or a groomsman and you really don't want to, like, is that rude? Is that considered rude? Because I've kind of seen that in other movies and television before, but y'all let me know what you think. But Jenny was like, hey man, why don't you just say no, okay? And what are you gonna wear? I wanna see the dress that old dude made for you. And she's like, no, I got this dress right here. And look, Jenny got Jennifer Walters got these little shorts on. Oh, y'all can't see that right there. Let me move my face so you can't see. Yes, she has the shorts on. She has the Daisy Dukes. Would you get in those? No, I'm just playing. I'm not going to ask y'all that, but y'all, I was just kind of surprised when I saw it. Like, okay, they're kind of just showing a little bit of skin or whatever. But I've said this before. I like Jenny and she's cool. She's funny. I like her little voice and all that. And so I like her. But I also like the fact that they said right here, just breaking the fourth wall. Like, yes, this is a self-contained wedding episode. And did this come at an inconvenient time in the season? Yes, it did. Because we got that Daredevil tease last episode, last week. So, of course, we want to see a follow-up on that. That's what I want to say. I'm like, okay, we got the Daredevil tease. Is it going to pop up in episode 6? But she just kind of let you know, nope. I'm just letting you know this is not going to be what it is. And so, yeah, get used to it. And now, one thing I will say is the CGI in this show for Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, has not been good. It has not been good at all. But when she shows up to the wedding right here, I will say that showing her in She-Hulk form in the daylight, it did look a lot better. I remember this from the trailer, and of course, I'm seeing it right now because watching when she's in the office, it's just not good. I don't know. I mean, like, you can tell that it's a CGI creature, a CGI being. I mean, they can just do much better. They've done better CGI in the MCU, so this just kind of stands out to me. But she was wrong for this. I do not blame, even though the bride is a ugly looking woman, and I don't mean that as far as looks, I mean ugly as far as her personality. I just didn't like her. And she's like super tall. She's like taller than these dudes right here. Maybe that's just the camera angle. But she did have a right to be upset. It was wrong of Jennifer to show up in She-Hulk form. And so I would just say to myself, like, no, why would you do that? You are taking away all the attention from the bride. It's her day, her special day. All the attention needs to go to her. And I really disagree with proposing at wedding receptions unless it is, I don't even want to say unless it's cool with the bride and the groom, unless it's their idea, because you can ask them like, hey, do you mind if I propose to my fiance at your wedding at the reception? I just think that's the ultimate no-no because you're taking away from the bride and the groom. But even if you ask them prior and they say, yes, I still think that's rude and imposing. But if the bride or the groom comes and you be like, hey, I know that you've been waiting to pop the question. Why don't you do it at my wedding reception? I think that's the only way it is okay is if they come to you and give their approval, you know, but then you still gonna have other people that don't know all the behind the scenes that's gonna be fronted upon that. So I definitely understand, you know, taking the attention away from the main person on her wedding. But this is not as bad, but it's still bad. Jen, you wrong for showing up like this. Taking all the attention away from me with your this. Yeah, you wrong for that. No one's going to be looking at me. What do you mean? You're like 7'2" in green. Everybody's going to be looking at you. So again, Jennifer, you wrong for that. You wrong for that. I just got to be honest. Just Jen, attorney. Oh, let me take my face away. Just Jen, attorney at law. Oh. Okay, enough of that, enough of that. But now we meeting this Misty Immortal Man, and he crazy as hell. I mean, this dude don't know no conflict resolution, and I gotta say, man, this sister right here, Mallory, woo, she is fine, fine, fine. I cannot believe that she is 51 years old. That is crazy. She looks like she about 31 years old. But this Mr. Immortal, and also I was kind of laughing when Jenny tried to sit down back there, and she was like, no, you can sit in the chair with us at the big boys table, at the big girls table. You know, that was kind of funny to me. But this dude right here, like, I don't know how to tell somebody that I don't want to be married to them anymore. And so, yeah, he's interesting, talking about he's killing himself. And I didn't really know what he meant initially. Like, okay, is he really immortal? Like, okay. But then when he ran and jumped out the window, I knew he wasn't dead. I'm like, okay, he must really be able to come back to life. But what a cowardly statement. What a cowardly maneuver. And bro, are you going to pay for the glass that you broke? I mean, this guy here didn't give a damn. I mean, they weren't even scared either. Like, oh my God. They were just like, what? You know. But look, this dude here could have killed somebody if they were sitting in the car just chilling, minding their own business, trying to eat their little ham sandwich, and you want to go caving into the top of the roof of their car. That's just messed up right there. Irresponsible. I was also just kind of thinking, like, why draw all this attention to yourself, you know? But hey, they just don't care, I guess. So I'm not going to make like a big deal about it. But this next scene right here, we got Jennifer showing up at inside the hall. She got the same dress on, and it's like drowning her, and it's just so funny right there. But the thing is, I do not like her. Look at the size difference in the height, because Jennifer Walters is taller than Jenny, and then the bride right here is taller than Jennifer She-Hulk, and there's a reason why I'm bringing it up. But it's funny that she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. We didn't even get a chance to catch up. Where are my manners? So what's going on with you? And she answered the question like, yeah, I'm working at this law firm. I got superhero powers. And tell me, oh no, I don't care about none of that. Are you dating anybody? Do you have a man? She's like, oh no, there's still time for you. And that was just like rude as hell. You know, I hate snobby people. Oh no, everybody hates snobby people like that. So y'all let me know what you think. But then we have Miss Titania showing up, wrecking shop with all, and I like Titania. I do. Now, the reason why I was bringing up height earlier, look how tall Titania is. She's taller than the bride. She looks crazy with all the makeup on, but she is tall as hell. That's just crazy to me. Now, I don't know who this guy is right here. Jonathan, I can't remember if his name is Jonathan or that's the dog. But they showed a lot of him in this episode. Do you think that he is going to pop up later on in the future at a later time? Or do you think he is some type of secret assassin ninja mole that is trying to do some reconnaissance, some intel on Miss Jennifer Walters? He needed to have more confidence in himself. I can understand him being slightly awkward in the beginning, but later on, well, I'll talk about that then when they was at the table. But I'm just like, bro, like, what are you doing, man? Like, this don't make no sense. Now, this dude right here, 75,000 of credit card debt. This dude done got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people that he done marry in a number of years. And he like him white, he like him black, he like him brown. I think there was a man over there at one point in time, so he's bisexual as well. He's smashing everybody, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, there go the dude right there. And this is silly. Bro, how did you do it? Like, how, because he was married to somebody for 3 years and 14 months and 14 years. It's crazy. It's crazy. Mr. Immortal is just Mr. I can bang whoever I want and lie and just jump out windows and I don't got to do anything. Now, we also got this website right here, Intelligentsia. Do we think that has big significance? I mean, it popped up later on in the episode, but do you think it's like a big deal? Big deal. You guys let me know what you think. I do. Now, this is a bunch of bull crap to me. Why they picking on Jennifer like this, making her clean up? Because earlier the bride was like, "Hey, the staff is getting mad at me for the way I'm treating them. So can you please, come and help clean up some stuff?" I'm like, no. And now they got her doing ironing duty. What kind of crap is that? While they playing Mario Kart? Like, how do their shirts get dirty when they're playing Mario Kart? Unless that flew over my head that there was actually a golf cart, so they were talking about a video game. And it looked like they was on the video game, like a console, a handheld console. They can iron their own damn shirts. This was ludicrous to me. I would have been like, no, I am not ironing this. This is crazy. And man, this sucks. Jennifer gets all the bad luck. And guys, that is the ugliest wedding dress I've ever seen in my life. Like, this is horrible. The dog is horrible. The wedding dress is horrible. Her attitude is horrible. No, they just doing horrible. I don't blame you. Jennifer, I would have been looking the same way. This is crazy. This is cuckoo. She like, I don't give a damn. I'm finna get messed up. And she just drinking and drunken and drunken and drinking, having a good time. And that's what you're supposed to do at a wedding. Just drink, 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 drink. She got a nice boy toy coming back right here too. Joshua Johansson. I don't even remember that myself, but this is what I was talking about at the table. Like, bro, I don't know. I'm glad. She was like, oh, you have a nice face. I was like, oh, I was wondering when you was going to notice. I'm like, goodness gracious, man. Like, my little lines wasn't even that bad in the worst of my time in dating, but hey, you guys let me know what you think. Do y'all like, what is his name? Joshua? Do y'all like Joshua? He's cool, just a little bit corny. Now, I don't know why she tried to beat her up in front of everybody, Titania. Like, you didn't think anybody was going to see you. Nobody did see her started, but I don't really understand the logic behind that. But y'all, look how tall she is. I mean, I know it's camera angles and all that, but she is still tall. She is still tall. I like Titania is weird to me, but I like her. It's just something about her energy. She just don't give a damn and, all that. But she finally turns into She-Hulk, and that CGI does look better in daytime. But I like this little curb stomp she did in there. A nice fight. It was cool. I gotta know where Titania gets her powers. And y'all see She-Hulk jumping at her like this. Titania was actually able to kick her back. Like, I was like, okay, she was finna do her little own Hulk smash thing. But another thing I was thinking to myself, I'm like, Jennifer, why would you attack her at the wedding, knowing that the bride does not want you to do that, knowing that you have so many eyes on you? Another thing is, I thought that she couldn't get drunk. Maybe she can't get drunk when she's in She-Hulk form, but she can get drunk in Hulk form. And then I was like, why would you fight her like this? But I'm like, okay, well, you are intoxicated. You don't know any better. But I'm just thinking, like, when she came back as Hulk, does she sober up? I don't think so. But it was a nice little brawl between here. I like that. Knocked her veneers out. She looks crazy. I was laughing like, oh, you're taking a picture. You're going to post it for your 11 followers on Instagram, and slapped her phone out of hand. I would say you need to swing on Titania, but if she throwing balls with the She-Hulk, you're probably going to lose that fight. But she's bitter and ain't going to take the cake or take the prize out or whatever. I was really curious to see how this was going to play out. But hey, Lulu was like, oh my God, I'm a fan. That is the ugliest wedding dress in the world, man. awful, but it ended up working out, and there was no problem, there was no beef or anything like that. Now we can get over to some nitty gritty with this intelligentsia website. What do y'all think is going on with this? But it's a bunch of trolls, you know what I'm saying, signing in on this. They get a membership, they get access, and they send all this hate, all this negativity being thrown at She-Hulk, death threats. And I think Mallory is right here just saying, hey, we don't need to fill her mind with this. She needs to focus on this. She needs to focus on that. But Jen was like, no, I got to spill the beans, girl. They're trying to get you. Come on now. Death threats and memes. And oh my God. You know, and it was funny to me. It was funny to me. But y'all, I don't know. I got so hungry watching this right here. One other thing I want to bring up, listen or look, notice how they got the French fries on one plate and the ketchup on another plate. Yes, they have home training. You know, I'm gonna still eat my French fries if you dip ketchup all over them, but I like to have mine separated. It don't even got to be on a separate plate, but just separated so you can dip and dab and dab and dip. That is how you eat ketchup. No, that's not how you eat ketchup. That is how you eat French fries with ketchup. Please excuse me. But guys, as they're eating their French fries, I think I'm going to Waffle House. What am I talking about? I am going to go to Chick-fil-A sometime and get me a big ass bucket of waffle fries. That would be delicious. But as they're enjoying themselves, guys, they are being surveillanced. They are being looked at. What is going on? What is going on? Is the next phase of the plan ready to go? Hulk King. Who is the Hulk King? And I was trying to look to see all this data on the screen, and I couldn't find anything other than her name, Jennifer Walters, blood, macro blood level 5, Jennifer Walters, you know, history that you see them looking at them in the camera over here to the left. And I don't know. I couldn't get anything. It's nothing here. Just some mad scientists with some vials, with some needles trying to either take her blood or pump her with something. This is crazy. What does it mean, guys? What does it mean? That is the end of the episode, though. And it was straight. I liked it a lot better. I mean, I like pretty much everything better the second time around, but not all the way, you know. But it was a great episode. I did enjoy it. But when are we going to see Hulk come back, if at all? When are we going to see Daredevil? You guys let me know. But guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to my She-Hulk Attorney at Law on Disney Plus Season 1, Episode 6, titled Just Jen. Please let me know what you thought down in the comment section below. And please subscribe to the channel, helping me reach my next milestone of 50,000 subscribers. If you do that, you're going to get movie reviews, spoiler movie reviews, series reviews, movie news roundup show that I host every week, interviews, She-Hulk, Disney Plus, TV shows I'm talking about, Power Book 3, Raising Kanan, Rings of Power, and all of that good stuff. But guys, again, I just want to thank you so much for tuning in. And before you go, don't forget that my name is Brandon Kadavery, and that's just my opinion. Peace.